Okay, so I'm going to show a few things here. And by the way, this is, what's today? October 15th and 2022. Getting a little cool, kind of got a cool breeze blowing through here today, but just want to show y'all here in the greenhouse. This is my peanut butter fruit tree. It's going to be a while before I expect to see anything off of it. But a month or so ago, excuse my voice, you see right here, I pinched off the top, probably a couple inches, to force branching. And you see that worked. I've got 2 branches there. Did the same over here. And let's see, was there another one? Okay, that's the 2 main parts. That's actually threw a 3rd branch down there. That's another one. I haven't done that one. But let's move around here in the greenhouse. Show you something else. My white Sapote trees. These are pretty good size. They're as tall as me. Bird poop caterpillar on it. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of that sucker. That's a baby one. Can you see that? That's a caterpillar of a giant swallowtail. The big black and yellow striped ones. They love these Sapote trees. Anyways, I also pinched this back. You see it's forced branching here. There's another little branch coming out there. And same thing on this white Sapote. You see it's forced branching. And yesterday, I actually pinched these again up here. Trying to thicken up the top of these. And there's another white Sapote right back here. Seedling. And you see where I did the same thing there. Moving on over, my Moringa trees were really, they were over a foot taller than they are now. You see they were all skinny, gangly, and only had leaves at the top. So I've pinched these back a couple times, and you can see what it's doing. It's forcing branching, and I can take it right here. I like pinching these because then I can eat the pinched off tips. Same thing here. See, last time I pinched it, there's 3 good branches. In fact, there's another branch coming out there. And here. And here we go. Let's and so that's just what happens with some of these trees. I do that with my figs. Let's go out here real quick before I get to where I really want to go with this video. Show you some fig pinching I did. So I pinched this off here. Now there's only one branch that came out of that point, but it forced a branch further down to come out. You see where I pinched that off. So what I'm doing is thickening these plants up, causing them to grow more branches, pinching them off, and same thing here. This one, like the one across from it, let's just pull this leaves off. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Pinched it up there. You see the branch there, and then there's another little branch down lower. That was all caused. This was just one long skinny branch, and that's what the pinching off did. And so see all them little new green branches? That's from pinching that. I have a pineapple guava, and let's see, it's a little slower to respond. You can't even see where I pinched some of it. Okay, I just did this here recently, so you see where I pinched it. It hasn't done anything yet, but it will by spring. Look, oh, here's one. I pinched it right in between them, and you see the 2 little branches coming up. Here's same thing here. So it's going to give me more fruiting branches, a thicker plant. and it'll keep it down where I want it as far as height. I'll let them extra branches on that, like on that guava, get out, you know, another 8 or 10 inches, and then pinch the tips off again. That being said, oh, here's one more. These are my grapefruit trees here from seed, and you can see where I did the, maybe you can see it, the light's kind of playing. Let me get over here. I pinched it here. You got a 1, 2, 3 new branches on that. Same thing here. Now only 1 branch has come out of this one so far, this pinched off point, but I'll have more come out down there. So some cherimoyas, I think I did the same thing to them. You can't even see hardly where I cut this one back earlier in the year, right in here, and it has branched out more. Little cherimoya seedlings. So my excuse me, right here you can see where I did the same thing here. Made 3 branches, my plumerias. That one's still healing up from its pinch back. That was a rooted cutting, and actually where I cut this off is this tree right here. I rooted it. Then I cut that off here a few months ago, and next year we'll have some more branching there. So that being said, we have some seedling avocados here, and Lord, this one here is probably 13-14 inches tall. It's still very limber up here, but I'm going to take just the tip of it right here, top few, pinch it, and that's going to stop that gangly upward growth and make it start branching. Same thing with that one. Just pinching out that growing tip, and then what'll happen is, you see them little bumps at the base of the leaves? We're going to get some new branches out of that. Even these cactus, look, this is dragon fruit. See where it was cut here? Branching out more. Every one of these. These are cuttings I took, and they're rooted in there. I've got to separate them out of them pots, but the same thing. You cut them, and they send out more branches. These dragon fruits here, they're coming up over the top of this. Next year I'll probably put like a pool noodle to soften it, and I'll cut these right above. Then it'll branch out and hang over this and fill that whole cage in. Same thing with this one when it gets up there, and it'll hang over, and we'll have dragon fruit hanging all over the outside of that. Almost anything you do is like that. Look, right here, these string of bananas, they were pinched back to make new starts, and you can see where everywhere it's pinched, look at this, it kicks off with more growth, and it's actually healthy for that plant. It's going to thicken it up, make it look better. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Hope I can remember in a few months to come back and show you what the avocados did, how they grew out, branched out there where we pinched them. Another type of doing that, go down here to these, no, I didn't pinch this, but the same concept. These papaya trees, this past year my greenhouse froze. This papaya was not near that big around. Look at, let me show you. See how big around that is? Up to my hand. It was a little bit bigger around than this, and it had fruit on it, and I was so proud. Smaller than this one, about half that size, when it froze all the way to the ground, and I thought it was gone, so I planted these others in here. I planted several of them, In fact, there's probably 10 or 12. I've done pruned out some of them. Partway through the year, after these were already growing, this one kicks off. Where it was frozen down, it branched out. Look at that. Same concept. It grew out from a spot that was took back by nature, cut down, and here it goes. Double trunk from that point. Look at that. Past these things. These were already growing whenever that come up from the ground. But now there's two papayas coming from one root, two trunks, I should say. Double your pleasure, double your fun. Like the old double mint gum commercials used to be. So, yeah, we do the same thing with our angel trumpets. I need to clean them up. I actually just broke them off back during the year. But everywhere you do that, you get branching out. So, anyway, hope y'all enjoy that video. I love being out here in my greenhouse. I love trying things on these plants. It's all a grand experiment. Hope you like it. God bless.